niggas up on that mission. I bet I murder 80 niggas.
She like, damn, you a baller now?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Young Water, and I'm reporting back to you guys at the dealership with some more action. Have you guys ever thought about in-house financing a car? Have you ever tried to get approved with the bank and just couldn't have any luck and getting declined left and right? Well, maybe you should consider finding a dealership that has an in-house finance program. It is kind of like a buy here, pay here kind of ordeal where it's a relationship between you and the dealership. And I'm here and I'm going to tell you all about it, and under the rare conditions that we do in-house finance, because when we go and we sell these vehicles at a car dealership, 99% of the deals will go through a lender. You will be financed through a bank and you'll put a down payment like everyone else and get a monthly payment, and that's normally most of the time how people will come in a car dealership and buy a car. But there is hope for the people that cannot get approved through a lender, and that's if the dealership wants to in-house finance you. There's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons. We're gonna talk about it here. Stay tuned. Let's get to work, baby. Today's topic is in-house financing. So in-house financing is actually one of the well-known ways of buying a car. It's been going on around for a long period of time. It's actually the #1 way that people used to buy cars, and it used to be a relationship between you, the customer, and the dealer. As the dealership, it's an arrangement between you and the customer that they come in every single month and drop off some money towards their car. And with that case, there's no proof of income, there's no proof of residency, there's no stipulations. When you go through a bank and get financed through a car dealership, the bank will ask you for a whole tons of stipulations. Most recent paycheck stub, a utility bill, something with your name and address on it, full coverage insurance, you'll need references, sometimes a GPS. There's a lot of things that are involved with car buying nowadays. But when you in-house finance, guys, there is no interest rate. That's with us dealers. Some dealerships will actually charge you an interest rate so they can still collect some money on you every payment you make. But with our dealership, it is different. We give the customer a chance to pay off the car, and when they're done, they'll get their title. We're not trying to charge them more than what a car is worth. We're just trying to get the value of the car and give them the title and give it to the rightfully owned owner. So when people do in-house finance, us, the dealership, have to just get a good sense of the customer. We have to have a good feeling with the customer. We have to know that they have a good job. We have to know that they have good income coming in. We have to have that feeling, that connection through us in the dealership, because if they don't pay their car note, we are stuck without our car and without our funds. When people get a vehicle financed through a bank, they go on with their day. They'll put $1,000, $2,000 down. They'll sign their paperwork. They'll leave. And we will get funded the next day, the whole amount financed. So whatever amount you owe to the bank will pay us, the dealership, right after you guys leave the dealership, and you will make your monthly payments to the bank. So now if you don't make your car payment, the bank is the one in the bubble. They're the one in the hot seat. They're the ones that have to go locate the car, tow the car, repo the car, and then go ahead and resell it at the auction. So when we go ahead and do in-house finance, the dealership takes on all the risk that has to do with in-house financing and with car buying. When you go through a lender, there's no risks at all. As long as the stipulations are there, we will get funded the next day and the customer is off with their vehicle. So when you guys want to in-house finance, you just have to really leave a good impression with the dealership, show that you really need the car, show that you have good money coming in, and just explain to them why you can't get approved and why you're having a hard time getting approved. Maybe it's your credit, maybe you had a crazy ex-wife or ex-husband that just took everything you had and just ruined your payment history. There's explanations behind things, guys. Life happens and not everyone can get financed through a bank. So I'm gonna show you guys an example of a vehicle that we just sold about 30 30 minutes ago. It's a 2014 Mercedes E350. We sold this vehicle for about $14,500, and then in order to in-house finance it, the customer had to come in here with a $9,000 down payment, which we showed in the beginning of the video. Without a big down payment, it does not show the dealership the good trust, faith, and equity that you are not going to run away after you buy the car, because when you put a big chunk down, you feel obligated as the consumer to finish what you started pretty much. When you only have $2,000-3,000 left, yes, you're gonna come back, you're gonna pay your car, and you're gonna get your title, because you do not want all that money, that hard-earned money, to go down the toilet. So I'm gonna just show you guys real quick the example. Here, I'm gonna turn around the camera, and this is the vehicle that we just sold. As you can see in the example, we have the vehicle for $14,500. The customer put a $9,000 down payment, only $50 for the DMV and the taxes. All the customer is paying for is the car plus tax plus license. We're not selling no hidden fees, no warranty, no gap, no this, no that, because it's in-house finance. If they're trying to add a whole bunch of back end, they're literally just trying to take your money at that point. And just look right here, guys, 0% interest. We are not charging any interest in order to in-house finance our cars, because at the end of the day, with this $14,500 car plus tax plus $50, she is looking at owing us now $6,957. But if you go right here and you take down the $9,000 that she put down out of the deal, that means if she was paying cash, she would have to give me $16,000, and that is a big chunk of money. But since she has close to the full amount, she has $9,000 down, and the vehicle is only $14,500, it cuts out the big gap here, and she's only left with almost $7,000. This is still a big amount, guys. We don't usually in-house amounts for this big. This is still considered a bank deal, believe it or not. But just because this customer only needs 4 payments to pay off the car, only 4 months, because she's in the process of selling her house, she has 4 payments of $1,739 with 0 interest. So when she's done paying this $1,739 4 times, she will have the car paid off in full. And that's how in-house finance really works, guys. It's if the dealership really just wants to take a chance on you and wants to go ahead and give you an opportunity. Getting an opportunity for the vehicle that you want is something that you need to just be super thankful for, because most dealerships will just tell you to hit the road as soon as you start asking to in-house finance. Because if you're not coming in the dealership with a big chunk of change, with a good down payment, with a good job, most people are gonna turn you away or just tell you to just bring a co-signer and come in with a little better credit. So if you want in-house finance and you want to save on interest and you don't want to provide any stipulations, then I recommend you save up close to the full amount of the car. If you don't have the full amount and you're only off by a couple grand, then ask the dealership to see if they can in-house finance you, because there's a lot of pros. You don't have to really provide any stipulations. You just need a good down payment and a good connection with the dealership you're purchasing to. Because if you do go with the bank and you do get financed, they're gonna slap a 19.99% interest rate all the way up to, I've seen 26%. You're gonna be paying off double the car by the time you're done paying off your car, guys. Just stay smart, stay wise. I'm gonna be dropping a whole bunch of these informational videos trying to teach you guys about the car industry and just used cars and buying these cars and in-house financing and the banks and everything around this business that I think that you guys should just want to hear about, just so you can inform your kids and your friends and your family. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Peace.